characters that have valid reasons to crash out. I would like to see this one. I think a character that has a very valid reason to crash out is Guts from Berserk. He has always, like, to me, I just think that like everything he's done, well, not everything, but there's some things where I'm like, okay, that's a little bit too much, but he has valid, very valid reasons to crash out. 1000%.
Good evening. Today we are talking about crash outs.
That intro.
Not any crash out. Crash outs that are actually kind of valid. This is basically a crash out due to something that is justified, understandable, or reasonable.
JC, have you seen any good horror movies recently? Well, not any good ones anyway. I saw the movie Him. It really just, I wanted to like it, but it just really didn't make any sense to me. I think that movie had potential to be a really good movie, but I think that Jordan Peele should have directed all of it. You know, he produced it, which was cool, but I think he should have directed the movie because it definitely should have been a lot better than what it was. It just was, I don't know, it just felt like it was everywhere, you know? I saw the most recent Final Destination. I actually have to finish watching it because I didn't finish the movie. But I want to see The Conjuring. I don't know if it's any good, the most recent one. There hasn't really been any good ones out, right? Yeah, none that have been like super good. You should see Her, no pun intended. Okay, I'll watch a trailer after this video, see what it is about.
Will also be the categories for each of the valid crash outs I talk about. So we're going to be jumping from different cartoons.
Have you seen Superman, a new one? I haven't actually seen the new Superman. I gotta watch that too.
Movies and other media so that I can inform you niggas on what some of these crash outs look like. So y'all know the drill. Sit back, relax, grab your
Brawley
favorite
better be in
Tide
here.
Pod and get ready for a show. Narrated by yours truly. Let's get it. So for my first example of a reasonable crash out, we will be jumping.
What's it called? The new Conjuring movie? I forgot the name of it. I can't remember, bro. I'm sorry.
Into the world of regular show.
Regular show. We're talking about Benson. Already know. That man gets mad at everything.
Show, you know that this nigga Benson is a grade A crash out. This nigga yells more than anybody I've ever seen. And a lot of people say he's a bad boss and that he has anger problems. But if you look at the shit he goes through on a daily basis, I don't know how anyone would be able to keep their cool. And if you ask me, his crash outs are reasonable every single time. Like, have y'all seen the dumbass niggas he has as workers? Especially Mordecai and Rigby. These are two of the worst employees I've ever seen.
12 seconds later.
They will have a job as simple as folding clothes, and 5 minutes later, the whole group will end up on another planet battling some ancient god for their souls. And when the shit is all over, these niggas just start singing and joking around. There was this episode where they just kept doing shit terribly wrong. They were trying to water the plants, but didn't want to get the water hose because they were too lazy. And they decided to use Diet Coke to water the plants.
What the fuck?
Soda? Yeah, but the hose.
Oh, what? It's too hard to get the hose off the shed?
And then not even 2 minutes later, these niggas had to wash off the golf cart, and they were trying to dry it off with sandpaper.
What?
Sandpaper? You're scratching up the whole thing!
These niggas are a special breed of idiots. So Pops ends up telling Benson to stop yelling at them because it's negative.
Referring to you. What? I'd like you to stop yelling at Mordecai and Rick.
Honestly, his yelling is so fucking valid though. You gonna like wash? You're gonna clean the car with sandpaper and put Diet Coke to water, like, bro, to water plants? Come on now. I think it was really good to see the music, everything, and the intro was fire. He was kind of like 100, I think.
Is this nigga serious?
And immediately as he goes outside, Mordecai and Rigby are just sitting there, still not doing what they're told to do.
Guys are still not done.
Yeah, exactly. But when you turn it on...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Get out of my sight!
He then tries to go search up anger management courses online. And after that, he walks downstairs and these niggas tore up the entire house. And you want to know what they were looking for? The keys to the golf cart that they were just using.
Oh my
He ends up calming
gosh.
himself down by counting to 100 and goes on a walk. And by the time he's done counting, he sees Mordecai and Rigby painting the shed. And these niggas not only have a huge mess on the grass,
But wait! There's more!
the way these niggas decide to paint the walls is by painting their entire body and running into the wall. This nigga Mordecai ends up breaking a damn hole in the wall.
Oh
And to
my
make shit
gosh.
worse, when Benson starts counting down to calm down, they start counting with Benson.
So this is what Pops doesn't see, because Pops is already just, because Pops needs to see just how bad Mordecai and Rigby is at their jobs.
1, 92, 93, 94, 95.
And by the end of the episode, this nigga Benson ends up going Super Saiyan, and Pops finally lets him yell at Mordecai and Rigby, and he unleashes all his pent-up anger.
If you don't yell at Mordecai and Rigby right now, you're fired.
What?
You lazy, no-good slackers drive me nuts. Can't you just listen to me once in your worthless life? Because if you did, you'd see I'm trying to teach you some simple responsibility.
Basically
I don't know
killed
how
him.
long this nigga has had this power, but if I was Benson, I would have been used this to blast these dumbass niggas off the planet by now. So the fact that Benson is always yelling is reasonable to me. I couldn't imagine waking up every day and having to go through shit like this.
What the heck, Rigby? What's the matter with you? Ah! Rigby!
Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? Fire his
Benson is
ass.
probably my favorite reasonable crash out, but now it's time for the justified crash out.
Justified.
You can just start packing up, honey, because I believe you're about to eat it.
So for the next character we got is this nigga from B Movie. His name is Ken. And
What's
if you-
this dude's like? This guy is like, he's voiced by somebody that sounds very familiar that I used to watch in a cartoon. Like Joe, yeah, Joe Swatson. Okay, thank you. I'm like, this guy sounds so familiar. Yeah, Joe Swatson from Family Guy.
don't know what happened to him.
I was like,
Listen up.
I love this dude's voice. I can't pinpoint where exactly I remember like hearing this voice from.
Listen close and pay attention. Cause what happened to this nigga is traumatizing. This nigga ended up getting his girl taken. And I know you're probably thinking,
By a fucking bee.
oh, that's not that bad. That happens all the time.
No.
This nigga got his girl taken by a bee.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. Why would I be this motherfucker?
Not a person named B, not even a person with B as their nickname, but an actual insect. Yes, nigga, a bee. A bee took this nigga's girlfriend.
I'm saying.
And as a kid, I thought this nigga Ken was tweaking. Me and my underdeveloped kid brain didn't understand why he was trying to kill the bee every time he saw him. But
Yeah.
now I understand.
I mean, imagine, I can't even imagine this, but imagine like you losing your girlfriend to, and your girlfriend having like being intimate with a bee. Like I've heard of a guy, and that guy isn't right in the head, but this guy was intimate with his car. Like he actually, I think, was in a relationship with his car. I think he went as far as to even marry his car. Yeah, you can look it up. I think that's what happened.
This nigga Barry was flirting with her constantly, visiting her house, and doing so much shit behind his back. And his girl is even caught on a dinner date with this nigga.
That's crazy.
Mind you, this is a bee we're talking about.
A bee.
Just in case you forgot, this right here is what we're discussing. He walks in on his girl having a literal dinner date with a bee. And look what she says, bro.
Well, hello.
Oh, Ken.
Hello.
I didn't think you were coming.
Nigga,
That's-
what do you mean?
This is my house.
You didn't think he was coming? Nigga, that is a bee. Even if Ken didn't come in time, what the hell are you doing having a dinner date with a bee? And peep his whole little setup too.
Right.
Like, what is this little nigga even eating? And he ends up damn near burning the restroom down trying to kill Barry. And this nigga's girlfriend stops him, bruh. Then she says the most outrageous shit.
The guy, I think his name's what, Ken or Kent? He is the most like logical person in this whole movie. He's the guy that made the most sense to me in this whole fucking movie, bro.
And he happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time.
And he happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time.
Is she
And
serious?
this ain't the first time she saved this nigga either.
Don't kill him.
You know I'm allergic to them. This thing could kill me.
I forgot to mention, Ken is allergic to bees. I feel so bad for Ken.
And he's
Getting
allergic.
your girl stolen is already traumatizing enough. I mean, I can't relate. I'm usually on the other side of these situations, if you get what I'm saying.
Boy, if you don't get
But I'd imagine it's a terrible feeling by a literal bee. Like, that is insane. I hope Ken is doing good wherever he is now, because his crash outs in this movie are 100% justifiable.
Seriously, Ken, dude, I can never say that I lost my girl to a bee, but like he is like, bro, the fact that she is so inconsiderate of his him being allergic to a fucking bee, and you pushed him out of his own house or his own apartment. Like, bro, what are we doing?
For sure. If I was
They
Ken,
tried to paint Ken like a bad guy in this whole movie when he made the most sense.
I would have done unspeakable things to that nigga Barry.
Oh wow, what the fuck?
Next, we have the understandable crash out.
Understandable.
Will strike first and brand themselves a cold-blooded killer.
Oh. Anakin? Oh yeah.
Anakin.
Now, the reason I didn't put this nigga in reasonable or justified crash out is because he kind of did some shit that wasn't really justifiable or reasonable.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Yikes. King Vaughn.
But I'll get back to that later. And a lot of people just blame Padme for his crash out tendencies, but I think it's a little bit more complex than that. So when we first meet Anakin, he's a cool little nigga. All he really wants is for him and his mom to be freed from slavery, which is understandable. Then as the story moves on, he slowly shows more of his emotional side. And at the same time, he's also growing really tired and more confused of the Jedi Order. Because these niggas are supposed to be his family, basically. And they are dismissing all of his feelings and concerns to the side every time he tries to talk. The Jedis would hear Anakin tell them some deep emotional concerns, and they would just look at him and say, oh man. And also, the Jedi Order, which is supposed to be one of the most powerful political and military groups ever, never go to intervene with Tatooine to stop the slave trade or free Anakin's mom, which in my opinion really would have helped this nigga Anakin emotionally, but they didn't. And that leads Anakin to go save his mom because he had already been having dreams about her dying. Now what he did was technically mass murder. We're not gonna, applaud that, but they did have this nigga's mom tied up.
Dude, can you blame him? Can you blame him? If your mom is being held captive by people who don't mean her any good, then would you not take matters into your own hands if you have the power? I mean, I would.
But you know when the Jedi did intervene with Tatooine? When this nigga Jabba the Hutt's ugly ass son got kidnapped. Then the Jedi felt the need to go handle that, which is really wild because Jabba is literally in charge of the slave trade that enslaved Anakin and his mom for years.
Made
and the
no
Jedi
sense.
Who are supposed to be on Anakin's side go to help what is essentially his slave master.
Right.
See? At this point, I'm on his side in terms of crashing out.
Yeah, I mean, now that I'm not like a huge Star Wars fanatic. And there's some things that I still don't understand about Star Wars because Star Wars is such a vast and huge story. But yeah, I mean, if Jabba the Hutt is over the slave trade and they get mad at me for wanting to end his life, bro, what are we talking about?
Another thing we see a lot of is Anakin loves hard and gets attached to people who show him any form of real respect or genuine love. This is why he really likes people like Ahsoka, Padme, and Obi-Wan so much. And this nigga is willing to risk his life to save these same niggas too. He got his whole hand cut off just to save Obi-Wan's life. I would have had to just let my friend get slimed out. I ain't losing my arm. I need it for stuff. Nothing like particular, but I just need it, you know? Yeah.
Hey, yo.
And it sucks for him too, because the same deep love and attachment he has for people eventually ruins him. Now at this point, we're on the last of the movies, being episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now this is when this nigga goes full crash out. And this is also the peak of Anakin's confusion and conflict within the rules the Jedi have him follow. And he's becoming more dark as the movie goes on. While this is happening, he's having dreams of his girl dying in childbirth. And even though he isn't happy with the Jedi at this point, he still leans on them and tries to talk about his feelings to Master Yoda. And this nigga Yoda was not giving any advice that Anakin wanted. Basically, all Yoda said was,
hey, yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be aight, nigga. You tough, right?
So this leaves Anakin to kind of fully be done with the Jedi bullshit. He's not allowed on the council, Yoda's old ass didn't help, and he's scared of losing Padme.
They kind of failed Anakin. I'm not gonna lie to you, they really did fail him. They really should have like been more nurturing to Anakin and really tried to take in his feelings.
As you probably know, now comes Palpatine. And up to this point, Palpatine has been dick riding this nigga Anakin hard.
Hey, what?
And he's doing this to win Anakin over. And it works. He ends up telling Anakin that he knows a way to save people from dying. And Anakin hears this and is like,
that's a great idea. I'm with that.
So fast forward a little bit, and we got Mace Windu confronting and fighting Palpatine. But during the fight, Anakin shows up, and just as Mace is about to kill Palpatine, Anakin saves him and cuts off Mace Windu's hand.
Oh.
Leading to Mace Windu being electrocuted and sent flying to his death. And like your average police officer, neither of them get jail time or punishment for killing this black guy.
You don't find that suspicious?
Yeah, I find it very suspicious.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Shit's crazy. We got over 900 races in Star Wars, and we still chose to kill the black guy.
I'm saying.
This is also where Darth Vader
900 races. Peep that.
Thing. So he's no longer Anakin anymore. Because at this point, he's willing to do anything to save his girl.
Just help me save Padme's life. I can't live without her.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
And now the real crash outs begin.
Execute Order 66.
Now this scene here is the main reason why I won't put him on reasonable or justified crash out lists. Cause while I do understand him, I do not think that this was the right thing to do.
No, it was not.
Beating up little niggas is never really a good option if you want to be viewed as a
oh
good
my gosh.
person. So yeah, just wanted to clear that up before I wrap up. So at this point, Anakin has killed hella people, he's betrayed everyone he knows, and is currently on his way to Mustafar to kill every single political figure that's left alive. But then Padme shows up to confront him, and this nigga lifts her up and chokes her. And this was the dumbest of his actions to me, because this is the same person you're trying to save, and you're choking the life out of her because she asked you a few questions. Yeah, I
You're too close,
and then
man.
we get the famous Obi-Wan versus Anakin fight.
Ooh.
And Anakin ends up becoming the first handicapped Sith Lord. And also ends up losing everything he loved because he crashed out.
Yeah.
And like I said in the beginning, I understand why he crashed out over all this. He was mistreated from day one all the way till now. And
Right.
I don't condone his actions at all, but in terms of understanding why, I do understand. He was a slave, his mom got packed up, he wasn't allowed onto the council, no one cared about his feelings, he lost both of his legs, he lost his girl, and that nigga's bald now. Any of these things would have turned me into a crash out.
Most importantly, it's the last one.
Final crash out for today's video. This one was a little bit longer than the rest because Anakin is one of my favorite characters, so I had to yap a bit longer than the rest. And I actually enjoyed making this, so I might run it back for a part 2 or do a series maybe. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But I'm tired of talking to y'all niggas. Cue my outro music.
That's pretty good. Yeah, Anakin is definitely like, I would not have killed like the little kids. That was like crazy as fuck, man. But I mean, they failed. They sort of like the Jedi Council. Definitely set up the basis of him going in that direction, because I think that if they had just listened to him and not like fucking just dismiss his feelings all the time, maybe there would have been a different outcome, you know?